And we should be live. I'll just enable the chat room here. Okay. Good evening, everyone. At least evening here in Poland. From whatever you are on this planet. Hi. Nice to see you all. And thank you for joining in this small little feeding session and talking about things, about exotic pet related things. Cześć Jakub. Good to see you here. 200 hours in Hearts of Iron is a lot. Although there are some games in which I probably have more. Not recent games, more like ones that I played during my studies and prior to studies. We have Zach. Hi Zach, how are you doing? One of the main contenders of Most Sent Pictures. Awesome pictures. We have Bloodstorm. Hi to Florida. Nice to see you here. And thank you for the pictures for next week. This will be amazing. Alright. Yeah, we have currently 6 people in the chat room, so to everyone there, hi. I raise my glass for you. Skål. I hope you all have tweezers at hand. This is uncomfortable. I hope you all have tweezers at hand, so we can feed some stuff together while we are chatting and talking about things. And just recently a topic popped up here in Poland, and I had some thoughts according to that topic, but more about that in a few minutes. By the way, to all the people who are currently here, you can do something to help this channel grow. Just smash that like button. Yeah, but if by any means you have a scary looking animal, by sheer coincidence, next week is Halloween, and it would be nice to share some scary looking animals. I already have 2, one from Bloodstorm and one from Kamil. I hope he's still here. Or I hope he is here. And those are like creepy animals, or animals in creepy moments. Zach is writing, I'm doing great. I upgraded my tarantula shelving and got a new sprayer for easier watering. Yeah, that's a nice upgrade. I remember when I first bought like this pressure water thingy, and this changed my life. There is one thing that I want to buy, like a watering bottle they use for medical stuff, and this is good for watering small enclosures that we use for slings, almost like a big pipette. I mean, the week here was eventful. I hope every one of you had a nice week so far, and it will be nice till the end. My week was very eventful. I mean, the week for me and Levicia, since we had a water leakage apartment above, and we had 2 rooms full of water, which was not so pleasant. Alright, 8 people in the chat room, so yeah, this is developing nicely. There's also, I've noticed that Susan is sharing my streams, and I hope she's here. I mean, aloha Tarantula, it's so lovely from her, and warms my heart every time. Right, let's head straight to the topic while I will feed some stuff. First one that I want to feed is this Heteropoda venatoria that recently molted, and you can still see the mold hanging from upside down on a small web, and that's the reason why I put those meshings, those window meshings on top, so he can climb up there and hang himself upside down, and then he can mold easily. There's Trond. Hi Trond, how are you doing? How are your scorpions? And I also think that you have spiders. I hope you're doing fine. So, Skål Trond. There is a chance that I will visit Scandinavia this year, Sweden to be more precise. You're from Norway if I'm correct, so yeah, I am visiting the not so nice neighbors. We have one Calaburnu. I'm sorry if I read that incorrectly, the screen is so far away. One Calaburnu. Good evening, Mark. Good evening to you, Mr. Calaburnu. And yes, hello to all in the chat. We have 9 people in the chat room, which is awesome. One more minute, I'll turn this camera, the professional camera, to the table so you can see what I do, while I will feed a mountain full of spiders. Right. Let's go straight to the feeding. I just need to see what I'll show. The professional camera. Look how professional this transition. Is it standing? Yeah, it's standing. So I hope you are joining us today while we feed those animals. I have my coffee here. Oh, I see that I forgot to bring more water, but that is not a problem. I still have my spray here, my sprayer. Oh. I'm all good. Went to the Coventry show in UK, and now my spider collection is bigger than my scorpion collection. Maybe you can write in the chat room or in like through Facebook, like through a PM. How difficult is it to travel with inverts from the UK to mainland Europe? Like, if assuming that if I visit the UK next year, which is the plan to go to one of those shows, probably BTS, how hard is it to legally drive to the UK and take some stuff? Are there any problems? Bloodstorm writes, my jumper just killed the prey. I gave it and then left it in the feeding bowl. Sounds almost like tarantulas being bum orifices or behind orifices with water dishes. Right, so let's give this little guy a tasty roach. I need to order more roaches today. Will you show your hunting skills, maybe? The roach is not cooperating. Maybe it needs a bit of encouragement. Oh. So far, no move. Oh well. I mean, technically the spider can see it. Oh well. And I hope for a nice view on how the spider hunts. Hey spider, you don't want to eat? Come on. It's a big tasty roach. Just for you. Yeah, okay. Nice hunting, thanks. Probably when he will stay in a spot for a few moments, he will grab the roach. Or she. I think it's a he. Right, let's go to the next animals. Okay, the topic that came up recently that I wanted to talk about with you, like have a little discussion. This month there was the fourth conference about animal rights in Poland. I listened like through most of the stuff. There were like two parts from it. From my understanding, the first one was in the Polish Senate, and the second part was like a expert circle. And the topic of exotic pets was discussed for like a pretty long time. There will be more of those like talks, discussions. It has not yet ended, but from what I got, there's still such a lack of knowledge. Oh, wait. You see? One moment I didn't look and bam. Yeah, from what I saw, since actually the expert group was pretty well represented by veterinarians, by like a person who works for the Epicrates Foundation, which is like a animal shelter with exotic pets, and a lot of those people spoke a lot of very wise words. Most of like the exotic pet let's say problems come from lack of knowledge, from what I got. And seeing how this is developing, not talking here about Poland generally and the EU, maybe even more like EU, US, and so on and so on. I was wondering, do you feel like there is a chance, since basically the definition exotic pet is, in my opinion, this is a very poor definition, but do you feel like there is a chance that our hobby in form of spiders, reptiles, that this is in some form threatened because there are people who misbehave and don't treat those animals fairly? There were some shocking revelations during that discussion from which I've never heard of. Basically, they found a lion cub in Rybnik and in my hometown Tarnowskie Góry, which is crazy for me. I haven't heard about that. There was like a mislabeling of a crocodile and alligator. Super crazy stuff is happening, and I wonder if by misbehaving of specific type of people, and the I'll say lack of knowledge, but those are not we cannot require every veterinarian to know the difference between all those tarantulas and stuff. But do you think that our hobby is in some way threatened? I mean, the terrarium business is pretty big, but people are also afraid. Let's check the chat room. Feeding lightning in a bottle, Mark. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Jakub, this is a Sparacide spider. This is a huntsman spider. Trond writes, for me it's no problem since all inverts are legal, including sighted species. I know Osman drives to the UK from the Netherlands and he has no issue. I would send him a PM, also study your import laws. If you can visit the BTS next year, I will see you later. See you there. Yeah. And Niffers Critters is in the chat room. Hi, Niffers Critters. We are talking about animal laws and the potential change in the future. I mean, just recently in Poland there was a big discussion, and I think the biggest concern was regarding parrots, since according to veterinarians, you cannot, and experts, you cannot give them what they need, like with wingspan and stuff. But also supposedly is a problem with abandoned exotic pets, and people are scared of those pets. But there was a very cool sentence that really struck me from the this is not a CEO, let's say the president of the Epicrates Foundation. When someone buys an animal, he doesn't buy the animal, but the idea of keeping this animal. And I can agree with that. When people start getting into exotic pets, oftentimes those are, I would say, impulse buys. It would be cool, like the cool and edgy factor that you have. Oh, a snake, a spider. But then when you realize, in case of tarantulas, that this is not as dangerous or not as super cool, so to say, as some people would think. I mean, super cool. I mean, it's not that demanding, or you cannot go on a walk and the tarantula hides a lot. And I wonder if you also have like this feeling that a lot of people, when they are getting into exotic pets, they are more into impulse buys. That those words for me were very wise. That people are buying the idea of having that. Zach writes, I live in Missouri, and until just a few years ago, our local animal auction still sold tigers, pumas, lions, and black bears. Yeah, those are in Poland on the so-called dangerous animal list, so you cannot keep them without a permit. But hey, every country has their own laws, right? That's okay. Oh, here we have some angry spiders. Yes, Jakub. I'm currently talking about that. That they created a commission. It's not a commission. It's a Congress for animal rights. Yes, that's right. There are, and that's in my opinion like a very good point that they invited people from the terrarium community, experts in the terrarium community. And the points that they brought up were actually very rational. There is a lot of small like breeders, small, like not commercial breeders so to say, and keepers, and they do that with a passion. They care for the animals, and for me that's amazing. But you cannot sell a story when you talk about the passionate guys. You always want to shock people. Yeah, you want to shock them. Because all of us keepers are misbehaving those animals, right? Yes, but I have a few mantids. Laws have changed, and it's no danger. It's no longer legal to keep big cats, primates, or bears. My city doesn't allow reptiles over 8 feet long. Okay. But if you live out of the city limits, 20 feet reticulated python is no problem. I think there was a case in the US about reticulated pythons that was very loud in the terrarium community when they euthanized by accident a boa. Oh, we have a runner here. That's a Holotele longipes. So let's give him a long roach. Yeah, hobby breeders, basically hobby breeders. And most of like spider keepers are hobby breeders. I mean, the stuff that you earned, it goes straight into food. It goes straight into potentially new animals. Oh, this poodle is a bit angry. Yeah, but the discussion, I really wish that they could like transcribe this discussion, since it was very good. I just wonder that they think about exotic pets and invasive pets or invasive animals. Yet no one will ban, for example, keeping dogs, and there is a lot of people who just tie dogs to a tree and just leave, which is barbaric in my opinion. It is always exotic pet keepers that are those bad guys. Okay, maybe not surprising, but it saddens me a bit. And the discussion, I was thinking, if discussions like those, if this can lead to like a tougher law according to animal keeping, like for example, I don't know, regular visits of veterinarians or whatever. If this could potentially lead to something that a lot of animal activists are working towards, so whitelist. Since right now in the EU and in countries is a blacklist, which is basically just saying you cannot keep those animals, and whitelists just say you can keep those, you just can keep those animals. A lot of people are actively trying to fight whitelists, since if your animal is not on the list, I'm sorry. And sometimes this makes absolutely no sense, just as for example the EU-wide ban of how are they called? Okay, if I say this word, there's like a potential ban, although it's like declinated, like I'll say black snake. If they made an EU law that you cannot keep those since they are invasive, but from my understanding they are only invasive in Spain. It's too cold for them to live in Poland and to flourish, or for example in Scandinavia. Yet the law is EU-wide, and suddenly you cannot keep those snakes. And the same could apply with a EU-wide whitelist, where they just say you can keep those animals and nothing more. Exotics aren't often fluffy and cute. What about hamsters? Hamsters come normally from Syria, so are those exotic pets? What defines an exotic pet? Just something that you normally don't keep. Yeah, they are easier to demonize, that's true. That is absolutely true. It's easier to say that a spider will just bite you and then you go to the hospital. I think it's all just lack of knowledge. I probably need to listen to this Kongres a second time. I just heard like the exotic pet part and a bit of the parrot part. I just wonder how this will develop, if this will change something, and how will the change happen. Definitely the topic of like pet shops was brought up. Pet shops are not that they are often not giving the necessary knowledge how to keep certain animals. I have a very sad story that can confirm that. When I was young and I went to a pet shop, I saw mantids, and the mantids were, let's say, not in the best condition. Ergo they died. They lied on the ground, and I saw they just had a small cubicle with a bit of cocoa fiber and like a leaf inside. And I was like, when I was young, I just pointed that stuff out, especially that I knew a thing or two about mantids, and I said, yeah, this mantid is dead, and the seller said, no, it's not dead. And what is the fresh leaf doing there? Yeah, it eats it. My face back then, like a surprised Pikachu face. It's crazy to me that people would want to try to keep a big cat or bear or other wild animal as a pet. There aren't enough sanctuaries to take in the animals when owners realize they aren't good pets. Yes, absolutely. Same goes with terrarium keepers, although terrarium pet keepers most often keep their animals in very good condition. They control a lot, especially if they are into the hobby. Not talking about beginners, although beginners often give their best. But sometimes it's just a learning curve, right? As long as they are not abandoning and they give their best in the care of those animals, I think everything is alright. Everyone started somewhere. A lot of states here follow Florida on restrictions for invasiveness, even though in most states many of them wouldn't survive the winter. Yeah, and that's the case with the snake that I was talking. Thanks to a situation that happened in Spain, the restriction is EU wide, and that's why potential whitelists are dangerous for me. I think Norway tried to implement a whitelist. I think Trond needs to confirm that to me. And they introduced a whitelist to animals in the Netherlands, if I'm correct. I need to check how this correlates to exotic pets like reptiles. And inverts, because as an example, in Poland the animal rights are only for vertebrate animals, although if you have a CITES protected species you need to have the documents. That's how it looks in Poland, but the animal rights do not apply for inverts, invertebrates. And we have Aloha Tarantula. Aloha, aloha. Thank you for sharing the link for the live stream. It's a bit weird when I'm doing this live stream solo, but this time there was a necessity for that. I'm trying to keep this conversation up here, and in conversations everything is fine, but talking to a camera or like to the camera pointing to the table, that's something a bit more difficult, so to say. So I'm really curious how this will develop in the future, the nearest or the far future. If there will be a serious change to animal keeping. Oh, and the printer is doing weird stuff. You joined in with the feeding, but you just finished with only 3 teas. Everyone starts somewhere, right? Every one of us keepers started with 1 or 2 or 3. Or sometimes more, but those are very rare cases. And that's okay. With time you will see, oh, there's not much work. Ew, what? Chill. Chill, my guy. Scorpion. Small scorpion. Where is the small scorpion? Ah! You won't see him. He's right here, inside the cork bark. And I think he ate recently, so I don't see a you know what? When he's hiding like this, I'll just give him water and I'll see next time. I managed to get a video of the what was the O for, like, oh, can't remember, like, the Filipinos, so the orange spider getting its dinner though. Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, they are fast. And here is a Marshali. A bit of water. And a roach go inside. Done. Another Marshali. I had 10 teas in a week when my wife told me I could get 1. I mean, I just wanted 10, right? Suddenly you turn around and, ooh, where did the spider come from? Oh yeah, I know that. That's like that's a problem. A lot of invert keepers are okay, not struggling, but facing. Where is the spider? Somewhere there. Those need to be rehoused, so I'll rehouse those next week or even this week. But there was just too much going on this week. Too much real life stuff. Not hungry. He should be hungry. I mean, she or he. Oh yeah, hungry. Hungry. Oh, we have a molt. Those are growing very fast. Those are the forming topus Dominican purple. So yeah, I like those. And I have a confirmed male and female, so maybe in future we can record a pairing. Okay, this tub is nearly done. There's 2 tubs left. What's going on in your hobby week? And I hope you're feeding with me. So, while I have this opportunity, just a reminder, by coincidence, next week is Halloween. And if you have a spooky looking exotic pet, you can send me a picture or a video and we can share those spooky creatures live here on the stream. I have one very spooky looking creature while it's hunting, and I really want to record that. Jakub, the pictures will be in like, let's say 10 minutes. Hey Kamil, nice to see you here. We were just talking about the Congress of Animal Laws that were in Poland recently. I mean, they will continue the talks from my understanding. And I hope that you checked that, because the discussion was very fruitful. Although one point of view disappointed me. Can't remember who that was. Basically the question was, why do people need animals? Why at all? Out of egoistic needs. And that made me a bit I don't know. A lot of people are keeping animals for a variety of reasons, as a stress relief, as companion, as like for tarantulas, most people just want to observe this part of nature that is mostly hidden from us. So I think more egoistical is like the enforcement of a worldview, like just say no to pets, maybe besides cats and dogs. We'll see how this will develop. We simple people probably cannot influence that in any way. Maybe if we are very loud, but I just posted my first longer video today. I'm more of a photo taker, so it's taking some getting used to with creating videos, but I did it anyway, even if it's not the best quality. Congratulations, Niffers. I had this first approach for recording videos about spiders nearly 2 years ago, which is crazy. This time just flew by. And if you see my first videos, it's there wasn't really an over plan how to make it. There was a vision about stuff, but I couldn't really see how this will develop with time. The first time you're editing a video and you try to keep up a regular schedule, which was the case during the last 1.5 years when I was posting every week, and you're still struggling with editing on time. You're trying to find some shortcuts to do things. Doing stuff on YouTube regularly is pretty tough. Hence the advice that I got during the expo last time to just make stuff in Polish, since I will be more promoted in Poland, is a bit weird for me. So much energy went to make this in English, since I think I can speak this language to a somehow good proficiency, and I want to connect people from all around the world, so every voices around the world are somehow connected. I have a lot of ideas how to achieve that, or at least I'm still in the idea stage. I want to visit, for example, the UK, maybe even German expos to talk with German breeders, keepers. There are a lot of great channels. In Germany, you have, for example, Tiny Venoms, an amazing channel about tarantulas. And the guy who is doing this channel, he is an absolute top keeper, and he gives top advice. Same in the UK, a lot of great content creators, like Mark the Spider Guy. I hope he'll get I hope he will get better. We have Tarantula Rookie, we have Tom Moran. Now all those names are flying, and sometimes I'm like, who was Dave's Little Beasties, Grindler's Creatures, all amazing creators from Croatia. We of course have Dark Den. So I don't know, there's like this idea that we as hobbyists can connect somehow, like create an overview how the hobby looks around the world. That would be fantastic. Cheers to you, to all of you, to all the creators, to all the hobbyists around the world. Wait, I still have coffee here. I'm drinking too much coffee. Yeah. Thank you, Aloha, for the reminder. I don't know. I don't have this. How to say it? Like. I kind of feel weird when I say please like, please subscribe, please share. It sounds so selfish. I've noticed that if someone shares the long form videos or the live streams, and those people join the live streams, it really helps a lot to like share this passion project. And for everyone who did that, thank you very much. Okay, enough emotional stuff. Now I'm tough again. Hi Mark, did you check out the Fire Snail Vampire Snail? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I had a small situation in my flat since Friday. This apartment was drowning, and I had to do stuff to fix it, or like keep it in check until they repaired it. Okay, 2 more minutes and we will head straight to the pictures. Yeah, say prayers to Mark. I really hope that he will get better. He is an amazing content creator about tarantulas and a really nice guy. He's really keeping the UK community connected. Also, Scott's Inverts, amazing guy. He should have the operation tomorrow, Mark. Yeah, I saw the video. I'm keeping track what is going on there, and I really hope everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. We have to be positively minded here. Bloodstorm, never too much coffee, more caffeine the better. Pressing X for doubt. Dave is my mentor from beginning to today. I really want to meet him one day. Hopefully I'll meet him and chat with him a bit. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I will say prayers. And being emotional is not weak. Depends. I kinda don't like those very overhyping emotional approaches when it comes to content creation. I get kinda annoyed by them, like overhyping a tarantula. Sure, there are moments when I am like super hyped about a situation, like, oh, finally an exec, or finally a chance that I can see the Balfouri, that the Balfouri will have babies. Like, all my reactions are very genuine when you see that. I think the biggest one I had, and the biggest like reaction, a lot of this was shortened, was when the exec of the Victory came out well. Yeah, that was like a very big moment for me, since a lot of people are struggling with this species, and I had a full exec of those spiders. It's not, you will get used to it. What happened? What channel? We are talking about Mark the Spider Guy. He has an operation tomorrow, and we are all having our fingers crossed that everything will be alright. Camera writes, I finally managed to get 2 Hylobrachys species electric blue, and that's the only correct name. That's not a Hylobrachys natanicharum, those are electric blue, okay? The name sounds more metal. Right, let's head straight to the pictures. And here I am. The camera is a bit crooked with my professional setup here. Right. Yeah, let's head straight to the pictures. Aloha. I wanted to immortalize your spider that passed. I know that sometimes when we lose those pets, it's very emotional. So I saw that it was very tough for you, and I want to immortalize this beautiful Caribena versicolor. I also had like, I still have my female here like preserved. That was also like really tough for me that the Caribena passed. So I hope that in that way we can preserve the memory of this beautiful animal for a bit longer. I don't know what the name of this female was. Did she had a name? Did she had like a name, nickname? Too extroverted reactions, or the depth of emotionality doesn't match with the cause of for what caused such supposed emotions. Overreacting. To me it's like hype building. They are like, sometimes I have the feeling that they are overhyping a situation just to keep you focused on a video. Maybe that's the reason why I'm so that I'm not good at selling spiders, since I'm super direct about the needs, about the risks and stuff. I'm not like doing this, oh yeah, the spider is so super amazing, he does this and that, he can juggle, spit fire, whatever. Yeah, it's a beautiful spider, that's true, and I really hope that this is a good memory for the spider. Aloha. Right. The second one, also from Aloha Tarantulas. My memory comes back to this species a lot, although I have a few of those here doing their spidery things, but this is the species that I started this whole journey with. This is Lasiodora parachebana. In my opinion, one of the best beginner spiders ever, since after a certain like size they do not hide. So if someone wants just one spider, this is the perfect one. Yeah, okay, maybe they can fight with Chromatopelma for the first place spot, but this is not a bad choice. They have like this big size, They look maybe not spooky, but they look imposing, majestic. Oh yeah, majestic is the right word. They look really majestic with their big size, especially if you have a big female. Really worth it to, if you don't have a Lasiodora, although I think every spider keeper has a Lasiodora, and there's a reason why some people are smiling if someone is trying to pair and breed a Lasiodora. I guess who would do that? Yeah, who would do that? Thank you, Aloha, for those pictures. Yeah, memories from my first spider. L2 sling giving me a threat pose. Like the craziest Lasiodora that I've ever met. This one is from Jakub. So we have Gry Izo Jakuba, Acanthoscuria geniculata, the white knee, Brazilian white knee tarantula. I'm not good in English names. Also one of the bigger spiders. The ones that I have, they cannot be fed fully. They will eat until they explode. Amazing to watch how they grow from like really tiny spiders into big striped monsters, which is oof. Yeah, I really love them. Beautiful spiders. And this spider recently molted, if I'm correct. And we have the first nightbot strike. Ay ay ay. I need to check the chat room. Jakub writes his first was the Chromatopelma. That's a good choice. And then he got a warning. My LP is starting to be out in the open more, but still too small to look majestic. Niffers. Give it some time, like 2-3 years, maybe 4. It's worth the wait. Really, it's worth the wait. I have a mold here. Oh. So, here is a mold of Isa, of my Lasiodora parahebana, and here you can see why they look majestic. They are big, really big, worth the wait. I just need to lock this back in place. This is just my drawing board before I find something where I can display those molds. And with the Lasiodora mold, I had troubles to find a good frame, like a good frame with a glass front. Niffer's writes, my geniculata molted again recently and has adult coloring now, but it's still mini. So cute. Yeah, they start to change colors at around 6th or 7th instar, I think. I still cannot like get the word instar. In Poland they always say L 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And this is short for larvae stadium, if I'm correct. Although with spiders that's like there's larvae stadium. It's one thing I love about tarantulas, watching them mold and grow and change colors and behaviors, all at different rates. Yes, and that's why we keep a lot of them. That's why I think That's why I think that this whole discussion about pets and why should people keep pets and this whole weird talk is incorrect. We are like civic scientists who just want to observe and learn more about those fantastic animals, those hidden animals. Okay, I'll move on with the next picture. Thank you, Jakub, and nice to see that your spider grew. So, oh, I wrote this badly. This should be Hylobrachys species electric blue, not Hylobrachys nataniharum. Just joking. Kamil sent Hylobrachys nataniharum. Well, what can I say? A beautiful, colorful tarantula with a very strong temperament. Like they have a very mean demeanor, but striking colors. At like 6th, 7th instar, they start to have those shiny legs. Not so striking as adult spiders, but you can see that the colors are showing. Yeah, beautiful spiders. I cannot wait till my spiders, my nataniharum, or better to say electric blue, will grow to adult size, since I saw a female once, a big female, and it was shining like a star, especially in threat pose. I would be very sad, bored and lonely without my animals. True. I would have a lot of free time and I would get back into like painting stuff more. Levisia just recently explored the beauties of painting miniatures for wargaming, and yeah, but that it would be also disappointing to lose all those animals. So much passion went into it, so much love for those 8-legged horror hamsters. Yeah, I would be devastated. Yeah, thank you for the picture, Camille. Amazing photo. And the last one from the man, the myth, and the legends. From Zach. I'm still not good in isopods, so Armadillidum species Montenegro. Beautiful colors. I need to get more into isopods. I mean, the colors look so nice with those spots. Am I correct? Is there like an Armadillidum maculatum? Because maculata means spotted, I think. No, gutata or gutatus means spotted. Time to do some research. What those words mean in Latin? Because I like to check what the words mean in Latin. I'm that kind of nerd. Speaking of Halloween, there is actually a ghost slug. I have a dirty. Selenochlamis isbrida is one of the earthworm hunting gastropods. Bloodstorm writes, I failed at isopods on my first go around, though the powdered oranges in my BTS enclosure are thriving. I have powdered orange ones in Castle Balfenstein and they are doing well. they are cleaning what the spiders leave. And that's cool about isopods, that when you have a big spider you can just throw isopods inside and the spider don't care, since this is not enough food for the spider. You can also use the small ones, the how they are called, like the dwarf isopods. I have the name on the end of on the tip of my tongue. Doesn't matter if someone knows the name. Tormentosa. Tormentosa is like the species name. I was thinking something about pirates, and I was looking something like B, D, so. And about failing at isopods. Sometimes we have to fail in order to succeed with something. You cannot imagine in how many inverts I have failed so far. Some were like an experiment to try stuff, to learn about stuff, and despite the best efforts, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes stuff happens. Recently with my Lycosa tarantula, for example, everything was fine until I went to my vacation for just a week, and in the meantime Roach had a tasty snack. Partially my fault, since I had to check. I probably should have checked if the tarantula would catch the prey. Maybe some roach was hidden under the cork bark. Sometimes I have the feeling that if a roach is inside an enclosure and the spider didn't notice it in the beginning and the roach is still hiding, I don't know, maybe the tarantula is like blind and don't see it. If anyone here liked isopods, check out the upcoming isopods game. There is even a rubber ducky skin. I saw the isopod game. It's more like a platformer, right? I've mentioned that in the last stream. There is one ant-related game that I want to try, and this is a board game. It's called Hidden Empires. It's free to download, free to play, which is like a simulation of two or more fighting anthills. Should be fun, and I really like board games. And while talking about Halloween, next week is Halloween during the stream, so if you have any spooky looking exotic pets, you can send them on my Facebook page or to my email address, which is somewhere there, and we'll make like a collage of spooky looking animals, and I'll try to catch like a glimpse of my spookiest animal while it tries to catch prey. I hope I will be able to record that, since I struggle to observe that. I have this animal for since like December last year, and I saw it eating just once, and it was creepy as hell. I accidentally got the enclosure too wet, worrying about it being too dry for my isopods. Yeah, I think that those mistakes are like the most often ones. I've noticed that with spiders, Hylobrachys and Pterinochilus, they like it drier, for example. The same with Ceratogyrus, they like a drier enclosure, and there is a risk that if there is moisture inside, the spider will just die. That's how my first then electric blue, now Natanicharum, passed. Like, it was too moist. Hence, when I recorded that, I've said that I kept the spider like all the other, and that was wrong. That I shouldn't. I mean, from my experience now, that I should add a lot of water. Those are probably species that prefer it drier. yeah, I'm back, and hey, look at that. Yeah, looks like you're isopod and you're making a lot of amazing pictures. I think you should make a page with your animals, like Zach's boots, or yeah, you're making amazing pictures. By the way, thank you for that. So, there I'm back again. That's what happens when you have your PC there. And right, yeah, about keeping them dry. Sometimes you gather those experiences just by accident and by your own mistake. I know it hurts when something isn't going according to plan, but then you learn the most. And sometimes it sounds harsh, but sometimes this is even better, since we are not making the same mistakes when we heard something from other people. Yeah, you need to do like this, and otherwise it's wrong. Look how there was this maybe not mistake, like this thought that you need to have a sponge with water instead of a water dish, since the spider can drown. Spiders can swim, so yeah, that was debunked. But the thought back then was that you need to have a bowl with a sponge inside. Oh yeah, Niffers. I'll have to send pictures of all my pumpkin-colored animals for next week. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be nice. I also will make some pictures. I'll try to make some pictures. I hope this week will be, I mean the week after the live stream will be a bit, how to say, not so weird as it was this time. Hence I only have like 5 pictures prepared. I prepared those pictures yesterday at like 11 o'clock, since there was a lot of drying in my apartment that had to be done. Yeah, I'm also interested in Empire of Ants. Looks like a fine game. Right, let's get back to some feeding. Skål, everyone. Let's turn camera. We're back at the table. I'll just put this one back on the shelf. The rest on the shelves were fed already. Ooh, look who's here. Hello. Finally, you're not hiding. That's a curry benaletta. I'm really happy I have that. I really like those enclosures. They are crystal clear, you can see everything inside. That's super cool. Right, feeding. Do you want to eat? Do not run, please. 1.25 hours has gone so fast. Really? I'm super nervous since I'm doing this alone on my own. I don't have the support of Levicia right now. So I'm super nervous that I'm not saying anything stupid. And I have the tendency to sometimes put a stick into the anthill if I don't like something. Okay, you want to eat? Turn. Will this put eat? It should eat. It looks hungry. By the way, that's a Neoholotele Ince Gold from my own breeding. Already the holdbacks. Looks like not interested, so you know what? This one needs more water. Oh! The suspension. Suspense, sorry. Suspension is something different. I've got a Petilateria striata picture for you for after Halloween episode or doing. They are kinda ghosty. I like ghosty stuff. Like my music. I hope Ghost will come to a concert next year to Poland. Well done. Maybe you'll like Bee Simulator. I kept beehives with my grandfather for many years before I moved to Missouri and met my wife and got married. Congratulations. I would really love to. Oh, maybe now you want to eat? Come on, the food is right there. That's why I don't like cocoa fiber. It just absorbs the water. It doesn't absorb the water when it's dry. Maybe this spider will show the hunting skills. Alright. Should eat. I saw Ghost in concert, Mark. Yeah, I saw them 3 times so far. I even have the signature of the frontman. Huh. Oh boy. Funny situation. You cannot see this. The camera has too low resolution. Inside here are baby roaches. Inside the no. Inside this enclosure are baby roaches, which probably hatched from an ootheca of a roach. That's interesting. I need to tell that Levicia. That's the first time this happened. Right, what do we have here? We have some spiders. I do really enjoy keeping bees, team slugs, but I like tarantulas and isopods more. Bloodstone writes, I would like to keep bees if I lived in a more appropriate place. I will just say that I would love to keep bees, although right now the closest possibility would be in my parents' house, and I don't really think that they want to have a beehive there. They would be too concerned that I will have an allergic reaction, so I'll just pass on that. Not that I'm concerned, but yeah. Parents are parents, and they are already concerned about spiders, so I don't want to. Angry. Oh, this one needs to get rehoused. Another Murinus rehousing. Fantastic. You want to show yourself, at least one. This one is fresh after molt. Hello. Don't run away. That was a angry takedown. We miss Levicia. I mean, Levicia is still in this apartment. She's currently taking a nap. We had like really rough days, so. But I'll let her know that Miss Lux is missing her. Team Slugs is missing her. More spiders. Another OBT. All those need to be rehoused. Yeah, those are the dark sides of tarantula keeping. Why have I exchanged so much for OBTs? Although when I'm getting rid of the surplus during expos, OBTs are quite popular, I must say. Got a few new things coming next week. No teas, but a new spider. That's interesting. Now I want to know more. So, Bloodstorm. Tell us, what are you getting? A huntsman? A jumping spider? Has anyone ever laid under a beehive and let the honey fall into your mouth? Does that work that way? I think it needs to be it needs to be like you need to take it out from the like waxy part. I think I read about the process that you have places in the beehive to which the queen don't have access. The drones are doing their thing, they are still filling it with honey, but the queen cannot lay an egg or larvae. Yeah, I think an egg that changes into a larvae, which eventually will pupate into a full-grown bee. I think it works that way, and then they are just taking out those I don't know the English name, like those waxy parts, and then this goes into a centrifuge and they are just getting the honey out. Is there like a beekeeper here, and maybe he can say no Mark, you're wrong, and I'll gladly accept it because I like to learn more. Would never like a risky nap. Slugs. Nice takedown. Scariest species. Oh, that would be nice. Although I will never have the chance to, at least if I will live in Poland, I will never have a chance to get a Sicarius or a sixth-eyed sand spider. Sadly. They are illegal here. They are considered dangerous, and they have a potent venom. Same goes with a lot of scorpion species, the ones from the Butidae, I think, family. Not sure if this also goes to the Parabutus and stuff. Well, there's a lot of takedowns here. Another Irminia. Irminia is kind of fat. I still need to water them tomorrow. But first, let's feed them. What's going on here? Ah, the spider is there. Let's give it water. Right. Big tower of spiders here. Oh, a caribena, nice. So let's check on the caribena. Hello. Let's try to feed her by tweezers. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I prefer to feed those caribenas by tweezers since they need to get the food high up, and this way I can assure that the spider is fed. With salmos there's not much trouble. This tub is nearly clear. I rehoused my OBT the other day. It got away from me, but it hid under some clutter in my rehousing bin, so it was easy to catch with a catch cup. And all good that you found the spider. Maybe, Zach, maybe. Okay, only in the cartoony games. I saw this in Tag 2, the Stuff of Dreams, where a blue bear does just that. Bloodstone writes, I was going to get an Asian forest scorpion that had sat in my local exotic store for a long time, but the day I was going to do it, someone already bought it. Yeah, Asian forest scorpions are cool. They are big, they act tough, they like to show that they are grumpy, but nothing more than that. They are just big show-offs. But I like my scorpions. I really like them. And I got a few from Camille some time ago. And so far they are all growing and doing fine. Those cats, I think those got some, no. Okay. Not much left to feed here. Usually if the queen stops producing, she is old and will be replaced by a new queen. Usually a few are born and the hive splits to go with another aspiring queen bee. Yeah, and I've heard the story that sometimes people are waiting with a clear beehive next to other beekeepers to wait until the hive swarms out. Yeah, for some people that's a free queen, free starter. But now I'm interested how to get honey out of a beehive without killing the hive. I think they also need to feed those bees since you are taking away a lot of the honey. Another Dominican purple since they are good eaters. Also fresh after mold, and this one needs water desperately. Hungry. eat, grow. And we have a little treat here. Hello. Let's do it this way so you can see more. I want a big roach for this girl. Here we have a big roach. Yay! Those are always amazing, caribenas. And you're slowly changing your colors. Good job. Yeah, you make your mama proud. Right. Second tub done. And we can go to the last bin. 13 people in the chat room, so as a kind reminder, next week is Halloween, so if you have any spooky exotic pets that I could share here as pictures or videos, you can send me those on my Facebook page and on my email address, which should be like somewhere there. What else? Like, if you want to help me fight the nasty algorithm, you can click the light button. Yes, the light button, the like button. And yeah, Aloha Tarantula also shared the link for the live stream, which also helped to get some traction, and thank you very much for that. Skål to every one of you. Yeah, let's get through the last bin here. Oh, there's still one box left. Ah, but that's a short one. Forgot to take this down. Those are just psalmopeus, so I'll do that fast. That's a big Cambridge, and all the Cambridge need to be rehoused. Fantastic. Especially that more Cambridge were produced, so to say. I've had a very healthy egg sac. The video will be online. It's still a bit in the editing. I've edited most of it, but yeah, the video will be online on Sunday as usual. But for all of you, I can make a little sneak peek, because why not? Okay. Those are fed. Those are fed. Yes. So. In the incubator. Look at that! Look at that! So many small, cute Psalmopeus cambridgei. I need to check. Oh, this one has something on his bum. Cannot walk like that. Oh, he's hiding. And I need to check if all of them are alive. They were a bit. Probably this one is dead. I need to to check which ones are good, since we don't want to have any like dead spiderlings here, which could destroy the rest of the. Oh, there's like a unfertilized egg or something. A lot of small babies, small tarantula babies. The curse was broken after such a long time. Get back to your spot. More assassin bug eggs. There's always more eggs, always more. Tomorrow I need to water everything. Everything. No, you don't need anything to eat. Right. Under what conditions do bee attack the queen? I saw a video of that. Oh. I should get a picture of my seaversi. Babies! Yeah, babies! Thank you for the congrats. It's quite some time since I had an egg. So the curse is broken. And maybe the next possible egg will be the Tapinochenes plumipes, we'll see. Or one of the Balfouri will lay an egg. The stick insects will definitely eggs. They are currently mating and they need more food. Ugh. The worst thing about stick insects is that they eat so much. I think P. cambridgei will be the next Psalmo species I add to my collection. You can move to Poland, you'll get one for free. I definitely gave maculatas away for free during expos. I have no problems to share some stuff. Exchanging stuff, giving something for free for viewers, and Jakub is one of those viewers that supported the channel since the beginning, and I remember when I think we met during an expo in Częstochowa. Really cool guy. I'm picking up 2 Formingochilus rufus next week, and I am very excited for new Assign Arboreas. I have a rufus, a Formingochilus rufus, very hidden, but when the Formingochilus comes out, it's always a nice sight. Beautiful spider, although very hidden, and sometimes he can be grumpy, or she. It's a she, so grumpy sput. And all those need to have bigger cups, so more investments. Cool. Cups became so expensive here in Poland. Although I think the biggest expense that I have is food, after all. I somehow think that. Oh wait! No, I want to show you. Hello. That's an evic. Look at the colors, beautiful. I want to show you feeding. Oh, he surprised me. That's an amazing part about tarantulas, that they can be calm, and then BAM! Oh, so cute. I love avics. I love arboreals. Avics are so cute. Avicularia. Now I lost track. This one was fed. So roach, get in. This one has a roach. This one has a roach. And those also have a roach. I have 2 slings each. They are cute. They are cute. I think in that matter, I want to get to your avic collection, since I want to collect, like Pokemon, all of them or most of them. Cambridge. A lot of Cambridge. You might wonder why I have so many. I exchanged some of my Irminia for Cambridge, and they are growing right now. We'll see. We'll see right now, after checking if those are males or females, if there will be any difference in finding them new owners. There is like currently a situation in Poland with small spiderlings, since people that resigned with the hobby, they got back into the hobby while this big global event started, and then they sold all of them to resellers, and now resellers have big spiders, and if someone wants to get into tarantulas, they just sell the big spiders, and those who breed those things, it's a bit tougher. By the way, if you want to support this channel financially, you can do that on Ko-Fi. Just got 2 donations, and that was amazing. Never thought that someone would support this endeavor. Yeah. Do I have something interesting here? Like only Irminias and Cambri. I will check if there is something different. Probably not. And the tower gets bigger. Dear chat room, do all of you have an avic maybe? Since I know that they are popular, but not everyone keeps them. There's like people think they are tough to keep, that they die a lot when they are young. Do you have any? I think it's worth the risk. I don't really think that avics die a lot. They just need bigger ventilation, better ventilation. Whoa, so late already. Time flies so fast. No, those are all Samopeus samples. So I'll feed them later. To not bore you. I mean, feeding them is like 1, 2, 3 and done. I already fed a lot of them during their stream, so it will be easier now. You don't have every evic 2 times. Okay, so you have 2 Formigohilus rufus. It's cool. They are cool to watch when they grow, when they start to get those reddish hairs. That's a nerdy mug. I should get some again, but my last experience with them hurt my heart. Yeah, but if you are able to keep a caribena, then you will be able to keep an avic. It's like that. They just need, and the same with Iberapora, they just need better ventilation. I do it this way. Here's the avic. Holes on the top, holes on the bottom above the soil level, and I do some holes on the lid so air can circulate in the enclosure. Same applies with glass enclosures. If you want to have an avicularia, to have like airflow from the front just to the top, so air can circulate. There are some enclosures that don't have those holes on the front, and I don't buy them because I prefer arboreals. This is my niche inside the niche. I just find them more, they are sleeker, they do things, they are jumpy. I don't know, there's something about arboreal tarantulas that just says yes to me. Doesn't matter if those are Asian tarantulas, African tarantulas, or American tarantulas. I just prefer arboreals. Although I also keep like the fossorial and terrestrial ones, but arboreals are my jam. I have a free little enclosure. I should think about my next tea. No, you fell into the trap. Oh yeah, we all been there. It's like cracking a booster with MTG cards, and you build your first deck and then suddenly you want something more. The same with every nerdy stuff that you're interested. You get your first dose for free, and then you want more, right? Yeah, it's the same with tarantulas. You have one, you see how that it's not much work, then you look online to see all the other species, and suddenly you want more. Suddenly you have 3, 5, 9, 15, you get some freebies along the way. And when you have 15, what does it matter if you have 30? And then you have 50, then you try your first breeding, and when this breeding is successful, suddenly you have 200, and now you need to think about selling or wholesaling to resellers or whatsoever. Yeah, it's like an everyone started from this. No one starts with tarantulas with the intention of breeding and selling. I think maybe there are such people, but that's like the bad approach. At least I think that it's a bad approach. If someone would ask me what to breed, I would just say what you like. Breed what you like. Take a species of tarantulas that you like. You like this black orange one? Yeah, take it. If you're responsible, you can take care of that. It's not a big deal if you keep it from small. Is there a slug mug? I don't have any. I just have this one here with a space marine, and a second one with a tarantula, another one with a tarantula at work, and I think I have one with Lizardman from Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, so either tarantulas or miniature wargaming. I've only got 57, not too many. I think like 60 is the moment when you realize, oh, do I get deeper into this, or is here the stopping point? Because keeping like doing stuff with 60, if you can still take your time to watch them, to see how they eat, how they grow. That was the moment when I was still living in my parents' house, and I had around 60 of them, and every week I could just, through one evening, I could just do everything. Except those situations when I had to rehouse spiders into something bigger. For example, a glass enclosure that I needed to prepare to do some cool stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. Memories come back. How I got back into the hobby. That was a weird time for me. My parents are still a bit like, oh, spiders, oh, you should get rid of them. Why spiders? Yeah, they're just concerned about my health. But that's okay. Yeah, Zach, if you have a Caribena, that counts. Caribenas were previously called Avicularia versicolor. They are kept exactly the same as Avicularia. Even if there is a difference, it's barely noticeable. Still, you need to have the ventilation. You cannot make a swamp on the bottom. You put droplets on the webbing to give the spider something to drink. So, no, there's, in my opinion, there's not such a difference that you couldn't, why you shouldn't risk it. So maybe give an Avicularia a shot. Why not? If I may suggest, color-wise, maybe a Variegata. Yeah, they have nice colors. They have like this shiny color. Where is the Variegata? Is this? What is this? This is a Caribena. Oh, here it is. No. That was a Euroensis. Soretana, no. Okay, I would probably need to dig deep into the juvenile shelf. I need to think about another, like, metal shelf. My mother goes ew and then looks on the morbid curiosity when it comes to my creepy crawlers. I would love that approach. But I see that they are concerned, and that's also okay. That's an okay approach. I shouldn't drink coffee right now. I need to get to work tomorrow. Skål, everyone. Right, 4 more minutes. And we are heading to the end of the stream. It was really nice to chat with all of you, to do this stuff here, to discuss a bit what is currently going on when it comes to animal laws in Poland. I'm really interested how this topic will develop in the future. By chance, if you want, you can hit the thumbs up there in the for Halloween, if you have something spooky, send it through so we can share, like make a big spooky animal collage. I wonder if there will be any trick-or-treaters next week. Halloween is not really popular in Poland. I don't know. I kinda like Halloween, it's fun. Right, 3 more minutes so for all of one, for my English, every one of you, thank you for joining me this night here to do some exotic pet stuff together, to chat a bit. Next week maybe Levisia will join so we can have an enjoyable and spooky Halloween event. Yeah, I look forward to that. Still a lot of things to do till that happens, to finish the video and everything. So to all of you, thank you very much, and I hope to see you all next week. Thank you very much. Tarantula out.